Browns 1-15, 0-16 a couple years ago, and now they're in this position where, they win a game, and now you're sitting there thinking to yourself, hey, what are we going to do here? You got Sam Darnold at quarterback. You have Sam Darnold, who's a guy who you spent a first-round draft pick on, and you got Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is sitting there at the top of the draft. You got Justin Fields that are sitting there at the top of the draft. You got all of these individuals that are still there that you think as a team. You're thinking as an organization that you may want to go after. And you got Sam Darnold, and you need to make a decision on this guy, whether or not you think he has the right pieces, whether you think he has the right parts, whether or not you think that he has enough around him to make him the franchise quarterback. And when I'm looking at the Jets in terms of their squad, this is just a warning signal for every other GM or coach out there who has seen this stuff happen and play out time and time again. Time and time again, we've seen this type of stuff play out, right? We've seen this play out in terms of, we saw it with the Browns. You get quarterbacks and you get young guys in here, and you don't give them any weapons. When you look at this game, Le'Veon Bell, that whole experiment was horrible. He's in Kansas City now. You take a look at what they have at receiver. Brashard Perriman, that was a guy that was going to be their deep receiver, a guy that was going to be getting deep vertical for those guys. That isn't something that worked out well for them. They don't have any skill positions, and Adam Gase is clueless out there. So now you have a guy where it's the age-old adage. Which one came first, the chicken or the egg, right? Do you have a quarterback? Do you have a quarterback, or don't you have a quarterback, right? You can't really evaluate the quarterback and with the Jets because, A, he doesn't have any weapons, B, his offensive line is terrible, and C, you think your head coach is trash. So how do you go about evaluating? How do you go about evaluating the quarterback? How do you go about evaluating the New York Jets in terms of what you got if you got Sam Darnold? But I'll tell you what, if you think that the Jets are going to come out here and lose this game on purpose and do some of the things that we think that other teams do, I've told you before, there's no such thing as tanking. There's no such thing as losing for Trevor Lawrence, because when you're losing for Trevor Lawrence, basically you're telling your kids to forfeit their meals. No Christmas for you kids, because guys are trying to put stuff on tape. And you saw what happened last week. You saw what happened last week in terms of the Jets going out there against a team that had to have it. The LA Rams looked like a team that could have been a Super Bowl team as far as what they were running. Sean McVay had that offense running. I like what Goff was doing. They run a lot of the similar plays. They look the same. They're awesome. They do their thing. And I'm just looking at that team, and I'm saying to myself, wow, this team to me is a team that I feel could make it to the Super Bowl and really go far in the NFC playoffs. So you go into that game and you're looking around and you get into the game plan, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a dogfight. You find yourself in a dogfight with the Jets. And that's one of the things that you have to always watch when you're talking about in terms of playing these games. Playing these games, especially when you're playing these games at the end of the year. Guys are going to want to put stuff on tape. Guys are going to want to play. Guys are going to continue to play ball. And guys are going to want to continue to move around and do certain things and to make themselves look good for the next team. If it's not going to be with the Jets, it might be somebody else. And so that's why the Cleveland Browns last game, in terms of looking at what they did against the Giants, they need more of that. They need more of that. When you break down the Giants game, per se, right? When you're breaking down the Giants and you look at what the Browns did against the Giants, they came out and the defense was a little shaky in the beginning, but what they did, they were able to take care of business. Eventually, what you saw was Baker Mayfield make plays. He was able to throw the ball downfield. He was able to be accurate. He was able to put those points on the board. And the Giants were never able to catch up eventually in the end of the game. So when you look at this game against the Jets, it's very obvious. Sam Darnold has some ability and he has some talent. However, it is imperative that you can't come out here and you can't let the Jets get comfortable. Because we've seen that if you let a team get comfortable out here on you, anybody can move with you, right? If you let a team get comfortable on you, anybody can work with you, right? And so looking at this game, this is a game that the Cleveland Browns have to continue to build upon, to continue to work upon, right? To continue to work, build, and not only just win the game and just get by. Not only just get by. This is a game where the Cleveland Browns have to be working to get better. Because right now, if you watch my blogs, and please go ahead and check the barbershop shop out on YouTube. I got a new blog out talking about the national media, which is true. I believe that the Cleveland Browns are America's new team. Right now, nobody wants to play the Browns. Zero. Randy G. Funk. I do appreciate it, man. He says, I agree. Things should start tightening up towards the end of the year, starting to see playoff football before the playoffs. Totally agree. Appreciate the comment, Rudy. When you're looking at the Cleveland Browns, nobody wants to play them right now. Do you want to play? Do you want to play the Browns? Do you want to play this Baker Mayfield? I want no parts of this Baker. I told somebody the other day, I was laughing and joking. I said, Baker, I think he's back in Oklahoma. I want no part of this Baker Mayfield. This Baker Mayfield is kind of spooky. This one is kind of spooky, bro. This Baker Mayfield is not playing around. And this just goes to show you, too. And I'm about tired of this. These announcers got to start doing their homework a little bit more. These guys got to start doing their homework a little better. Baker Mayfield got one of the strongest arms in the league. Baker Mayfield, if there was any knock on Baker Mayfield, is the fact that Baker Mayfield throws the ball way too hard to people that are close to him. I'll be thinking people will get hurt. I'm like, please don't. Please don't hurt somebody. Baker don't hurt nobody. These guys talking about, I heard Colin Cowherd the other day talking about he doesn't have the best arm in the world. He's not the most mobile in the world. He doesn't have the best. I'm like, bro, why have you not been watching the games? Have you not been seeing the games? Baker Mayfield can throw a ball through a brick wall. He don't even be stepping into him. He just be turning his hips and throwing the ball. That just goes to show you these guys they just be getting on there regurgitating stuff. But when you look at what the Browns have done, the Browns now got a whole different little setup. The setup is deadly. Because now teams can't get over the fact that Baker Mayfield is hitting throws. They can't get over it. They still keep bringing all these people in the box like, oh, it's still the run game. It's still the same old run game. Where's Chubb and Hunt, right? Where's Chubb and Hunt at? Huh? Where they at? Where they at? Nowhere. See, now that you got that play action game, now that he's throwing out a shotgun, now that he's putting the ball on the money where there's not even a chance for you to get defenders to get to the rock, it's a different type game. I will need to see more of that. I need to see more of that. I need to see more of that of Baker Mayfield continuing throughout the rest of this season. This Jets game, and this ultimately gets me to where I want to go with this. See, this was a Jets preview. But really what this is a Jets / springboard / I really meant to talk to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got a 2-for-1 on this one. You got a 2-for-1 on this one. You know why? Let me talk to the Pittsburgh Steelers real quick. Hey, Those footsteps that you're hearing behind you, that's the Cleveland Browns. That's the Cleveland Browns, because we're going to take care of business against the Jets. And you got to see us the last game of the season. Somebody with me. I see somebody with me. If somebody with me out there, if you hear me talking to them, please give me a number one. Give me a number one or something. Type them number ones up. These Pittsburgh Steelers, whew, it is such a shame. Such a shame, bro. How them Bengals did y'all. Now this is hey, Tedrick Miller, I see the ones. Hey, Julian Miller, I see the ones. Curious Moon, I see the ones. Auto Cash, I see the ones. Hey, Quinn, I see the one with the exclamation mark. I'm going to tell you what. Right now, it's getting real dangerous. Sean G, Roy Levy, the ones strong. Right now, Big Ben look a little tired coming down the backstretch. He's looking a little weary coming down the backstretch. The run game ain't hitting. Y'all can't run the ball. You can't get no pass rush right now. You can't just keep hoping for TJ Baby Bro Watt to keep bailing you out. Hey, listen, man. We've hitting our stride right now. You got to come see us at First Energy. Hey, shout out to, hey, Corey Robinson. Yeah, them Bengals did them dirty. Hey, shout out to Mr. DeWine. I want to thank you for your leadership. But can we get a couple extra fans at that game? I know. Can we get a couple, I know we supposed to get 17-5. Word to Jeezy. Can we get a couple extra fans during that game? We need that. We need a couple extra. I know listen, they be doing it in Florida and Texas. I know it's different. I know. But I'm just saying. Curious Moon, I do too. Ben's arm is suspect right now. Ben's arm is real suspect right now. And can you tell me why they got the dropsies now? Juju Smith-Schuster, glorified running back, screen passes, quick stuff. Deontay Johnson, quick stuff. Claypool over the top. No tight end action at all. Nothing. Eric Ebron dropping the football. Right? I'm just telling you. I'm just keeping it real. Right now, we coming up on your heels. You got a tough game next week. And right now, it's pick your poison with the Browns. Hollywood is always open. Hollywood is open now. He's getting out of bed right now open. I think Baker just hit him for like a 5-10 yard pass going to the refrigerator. Hollywood is open now. By the way, what a steal. What a steal. Hey, listen, what a steal. Have y'all noticed? And let's talk about Stefanski too, man. Let's talk about always open. Sean G, always. Have you noticed they be cleaning stuff up the very next time they get out there? I seen Bryant. He fumbled, right? I seen him. He don't even run with two hands no more. He be running with the ball like this. He run like this now. He run like this with two hands on the ball. I seen Hollywood Higgins have the drops first half. I seen him catch a ball just like this and move people out of the way with the ball. Stefanski be working them dudes over time. Nah, bro. We got to clean that up. We got to clean that up. Telling you. Guess what? That last game of the season, you can't run and hide for that. You can't run and hide for that, man. We smell it coming. And guess what? I feel like, and here's another thing too. Oh yeah, I'm in Cleveland. Hey, Carson Ball the Chief. Yeah, I'm in Cleveland. I'm definitely in Cleveland. All the way in Cleveland. Definitely in Cleveland. See, I don't really talk spicy like this. If we happen to, hey, by the way, I got a lot of Kansas City Chiefs people that definitely subscribe to the channel. I salute y'all. By the way, if we get to the Chiefs, we won't be talking spicy like that. We're gonna shake hands and come out there and just fight hard. I think the guys have a really good game plan. We're going to run the ball, and we really respect what Coach Reed and Patrick Mahomes have done for the Kansas City organization and that community. That's how we gonna do if we play the Chiefs. Nah, I ain't talking spicy like that, bro. Right? But when we talking about the Steelers, there's only a couple of games there's a couple of games during the season, during the year where I just get like that. And I need to get like that for the Steelers. We don't really care. Shout out to the Honolulu Browns backers. By the way, I want to shout them out, man. I want to thank y'all, man. This is the best community in the world. Shout out to the Honolulu Browns backers, man. This is how you know we really about that life. They sent me this. This is the craziest shirt ever. Honolulu Browns backer right here. Look at that. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to my man right there. Follow them on Twitter, man. Shout out to them. Thank you for this shirt, man. I really appreciate that, man. I love this shirt. Good quality. Love it. Feels soft and everything. I love that, man. Appreciate you out there. Shout out to everybody out there that super chatted me, by the way, on YouTube. Shout out to the super chat. I appreciate you out there. William Wise, man. Dude, you VIP. William Wise. He keep blessings, man. What's up, man? Keep doing what you do, G. Bush. I appreciate you out there, man. As always, man. As always. I'll tell you what. Hey, my man Ben, he gave me a truce. I'll read this. Ben, I give you criticism because you unjustly went after Baker hard. But at the same time, we're both Browns fans. I'll tell you what. Give me a hug, man. Come here. Come here, man. Come here, dog. Come here, dog. Come here. I love you, dog. We winning. We winning right now, Ben. We gonna rock. It's all good. We all good, Ben. Hey, it's all good, man. It's all love in the game, man. We all out here just trying to watch the Browns win, man. We all out here trying to watch the Browns win. At the end of the day, when the Browns win, Sunday's good. When the Browns lose, I be trying to go to sleep early. I got a bottle of Tylenol PMs ready on the side of the bed. Like, I gotta go. But let's get to this a little bit too, and I want to ask y'all a little bit too. I want to get to this. Is there anybody that you want to see a little more? Is there anybody who you feel a little more confident in? Because I'm gonna tell you what, I think I got the Browns. We all confident enough in the chat to feel like the Browns can move past the Jets. We think we can get that win. When we come to the playoffs, is there somebody that you feel a little confident that you can get to? Right? You might get somebody. If you get a nice little matchup, who you feel like you can just get to? Because I'm going to tell you what. If we happen to see, and I'm just trying to throw it out there. Just throwing it out there. I'm not really scared of the Bills like that. I like them. I like the Bills. But I'm not, I like their record. But I'm not really scared of the Bills like that. Somebody said it, everybody but the Chiefs. Cosign, my man Bryce C said, anybody but the Chiefs, man. Auto cash, anybody but the Chiefs. Let me tell you what, man. I feel you. I'm feeling it. I think the Browns match up against anybody very well. Anybody. Steelers, Ravens, Dolphins. Las Vegas is even out of it. They out of it. Anybody that's in that thing. Bills versus Browns is a nice throwback game. I think they played in the last time they played in the playoffs. I think it was 94. I know we got a lot of historians in the chat. Somebody look that up. When is the last Bills? They had Bills versus Browns. They played at the old Municipal Stadium. Jim Kelly played in that game. I think it was either 92 or 94. I'm not sure. But Chiefs is a different animal. It's just different. I'm just be honest. It's different, and it's different with them. I seen the Chiefs do something to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was dirty how they did them dirty. You ever catch like you go to play a rec basketball game and rec basketball game, and shout out to everybody that's participating. Restream just sent me something. I love the participation. There you go. 1989, man. I appreciate it. 1989, and it was 1994. The Browns won, I believe, 20-17. Is that correct? That's correct. Okay. 1989, 1990 playoffs, they did that as well. Thank you guys for participating in the chats. I want to thank everybody for participating in the chats too, and just making it live what it is, man. I started a YouTube channel 5 years ago. Really doing it heavy, and all I do is Browns videos. That's it. Out of all the things in the world you could do Browns videos, and the participation and love is just outstanding. So salute to every single person out there that's participating and doing that thing. Appreciate you and love, peace, and soul. You know how we do. But I'm not scared of none of them people. I'm not scared of them. I'm really not scared of any of those individuals. Because I think that the Browns match up very well. Now that Baker Mayfield is playing at a level, I think the Browns can score with a lot of teams too. Browns can score with a lot of teams. And I am curious about this too. And I do want to kind of and throw this out there and this out here a little piece too. I would like to know how the Browns would be playing currently if OBJ was still there, right? I want to know, is this maturation process a process of it just clicked for Baker and he said, yo, I'm just out here throwing the rock? Or was it just like him being a little more free? We're not going to have an opportunity to see that firsthand until next year, right? And the only reason I'm asking that question is because the way he's throwing the football now, if the Browns had a deep option, it'd be over. I wouldn't. If the Browns had a deep option that could get deep when they wanted to, I wouldn't say I wouldn't care about the Chiefs, but I wouldn't be like this. I would look at the Chiefs like this a little bit. I had to back away from my mic like, we really ain't worried about y'all a little bit like that. Shout out to my man VIP. William Wise once again. It's like the phone crushers that said, I ain't never scared. Hey, and you know what? He typed it wrong, but since we on that same vibe, I already know he meant bone crusher. I ain't never scared. And by the way, Bone Crusher had his shirt off in that video. He was kicking all kind of stuff down in Atlanta. It was crazy, man. Pork Frog, what's up, man? Pork Frog, what's good, man? If you had OBJ on this squad, boy, right now, oh, listen, right now, and we throwing more screen game. And we throwing the screen game. And by the way, too, I'm gonna put this out here too. Hey, put them ones up if you feel this way. If you feel this way, is it just me, or do you feel like Kevin Stefanski is still holding some stuff back in his playbook? I feel like Kevin Stefanski still got some stuff in his bag. He really got some stuff still. I feel he got some stuff in his bag. Them ones, where the ones at, man? I'm telling you, man. And the reason, hey, T-Dog 740, Quinn again, Eric Morales, yes, Justin Yarber. I tell you what, Trevor Vault, what up? Auto cash again. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you why. Because Baker, we didn't see none of this. We saw none of these plays. None of these plays. All of a sudden, one week, it was terrible weather. Justin Johnson. It was terrible weather for 5 or 6 weeks in a row. And guess what? We came back out after Hurricane Monsoon or whatever it was. All new game plan. We was like, whoa, what happened to them tight ends? Jeremy Slush, appreciate you. T-Dog. Yeah, listen, he got a whole new bag. He be playing with these dudes. If you take a look at it and you break it down, look at the first these season. Every season is in 4-game blocks. First 4, second 4, third 4, and it's in the last 4. Look at the last 4 compared to the first 4. Totally different. Look at the second 4 compared to the third 4. Totally different playbooks. And we would get on here, and even me, I would get on here, at times very unpredictable. I would get on here and be like, what is you doing? Where's the run game? Where's the outside zone? What happened to the play action tight end game? Where the tight ends at? He's like, nah, we ain't got none of that. I didn't even see the fullback for 4, 5, 6 games. I thought they cut him. Totally different game plan, man. But I'm gonna tell you what, for them to get, and I just want to temper the results. I want to temper the results. I want to temper them because this is a Jets preview, but we get an opportunity to go a little bit over and do some other things with the Jets preview because I think the Browns and Kevin Stefanski is not playing games with nobody. They had a perfect opportunity to lay down for the Giants. They didn't. They had a perfect opportunity to come in and feel sorry for themselves they lost to the Ravens. It was a close game. They could have felt sorry for themselves. They didn't. They came right in and was like, nope, we're going to get you out of here. They saw what happened with the Rams, and they saw what's going to happen with the Jets. They said, nope, we're not going to play around with you. I think they can get that done. I think it's an opportunity for us to see how they're going to develop this thing. Because I'm going to tell you what. Don't let us have no chance to go into that Pittsburgh game with a chance to get that division. For one time in my life, I really feel like the Cleveland Browns have a mental edge on the Pittsburgh Steelers. For one time. And I've been a Browns fan for 39 years, and I'm sure some of you out there have been a Browns fan for way more years than me. For one time in our lives, I feel like for once we got a chance to be more mentally prepared. We're more physically prepared. I think we got more fight. I think we got more physical toughness. I think, we don't care about them. I will read that one too. The one that was woke up. I hope Matt Wilson cleared his head and became a defensive enforcer to the Browns. And yes, Kev got a Pandora's box. He's going to unleash it in the playoffs. Yeah, Matt Wilson got to get it together. He got to get it together. He had a no-show. Get your mind together. Get back on the trail. We're going to need you for the playoffs because we severely undermanned, right? The Browns are a bend but don't break. They are a bend but don't break. So we're going to need you to play up to standards. Oh, and by the way, while I'm at it, hey, man, Sheldrick Whiterine, what were you doing, bro? Mr. Redwine, you made Sadejo look like he was a whiz. I'm just saying. You look lost out there, buddy. You look lost, bro. I'm just saying. Man, we need to draft We need to draft 17 defensive backs. We need 17 defensive backs, 6 linebackers, 3 D tackles, 5 safeties, 5. We need 5, 3 frees, 2 strongs, and a hybrid. We we need 22 new dudes, man. My goodness, man. And with the Cleveland, what is this? What is this? The Cleveland Browns are on the clock. There's a card in. The Cleveland Browns have said they've super simulated the complete first 7 rounds of this year and next year's draft. They've punted on 2020 and 21, and they're drafting the best available defensive players at each position. Yeah. Is that allowed? All of them. All of them. No, Greedy is not close to coming back. Greedy Williams has, according to them, nerve damage due to like some stinger nerve damage. And that stuff is slow to come back. Trust me. I have it. Nerve damage in the neck game. Sometimes you got it coming back. Sometimes you don't. You know, there's all kind of parts of my arm that I don't feel or whatever the case may be. And that's not a good place to be for a defensive back that got to reach up. Right? Appreciate you. Definitely in the chat. Definitely appreciate the super chat. I appreciate you guys on YouTube as well. Let's round this thing up. I will say this. Let's get your predictions together. All right? Y'all ready? Let's get the prediction together. Round them up. Let's get them together. Right? This is the part of the show where we get it together and we give them a little speech, right? We're going to give Cleveland Browns a little speech here. We're going to get them together. We're going to give them a speech, and I'm going to give you what I believe is to be the final score of the game. I shouldn't do this. And by the way, check me out tomorrow. They already got them ready to go. Listen, they already had it. Wow. They got the Browns blowing boys out. Hey, ZW Visuals 1 says Browns 35, Jets 17. T-Dog 740, 35-14, depending on the weather. We'll take it. Corey Robinson 31-13. Browns. Big Kev 9539. The Browns' main problem is that they keep signing terrible backups on defense. Hey, I think they got a room full of backups. What up, IO? What's good? What's goody? Hey, we coming for them Steelers? Stop playing around, IO. We need you in a fantasy draft, too. Stop playing. I'm going to win that thing. I'm in the championship again. The second year in a row, IO. Stop running. Salil likes pizza. He says, isn't the outcome obvious? Browns 3, Jets plus 42. Oh, come on, stop playing with me. I can't read that name. You almost got me. Sean G, 38-10. Justin Johnson, 40-30. Browns. Mickey Jr., 35. Browns, Jets 9. Chubb gets for 160 and 2 touchdowns. I like that. You give me stat line 2. Eric Morales, 28-10 with 2 to 3 takeaways. Curious Moon, 45. Jets 17. Pittsburgh loses to the Colts 32-37. William Wise 27-10. Pork Frog says 34-10 over the Jets. 28-17 Steelers lose as well. Y'all doing double duty. And let's do one more. John Vasilev is 29-17. But it's not as close as score. Let's go. Jeremy Slush 31-10 Browns. So let's get into this thing. Let's bring it in, team. Bring it on in. Listen, bring it in. Bring it in. You know what? I'm going to tell you what. Guys, we got an opportunity to do something special here. Right? We turn these TVs on. We see guys every single week. We got the same records as some of these teams. We beat the Colts. Don't count. Beat the Titans. Don't count. Beat the same teams that these guys beat every single week. But you know what? They disregard that. They look the other way. That's not a Browns thing. That's a Cleveland thing. You know, when you come from that place, when you come from a place where your city ain't good enough, your streets ain't wide enough, it ain't enough to do in your city. It's a little too cold. It ain't not enough sunny days. That's what being in Cleveland is about. You don't got a logo on your helmet. What are you gonna do? Your colors. Where am I? Where these colors at? Well, here's one thing that we can do. We can make them respect us. And one thing that we've always done is we've always come out here this year and we've played hard. We've done what we needed to do. And we've already put one team in New York away. That's the Giants. Let's go ahead and put this other team out of their misery. See, the Jets, they're looking for quarterbacks. They're looking for draft picks. We grown men. Grown men is not looking for draft picks. We looking to go into the next stage. How's about we put the women and children to bed? Let's go looking for the food. And let's get this money. Who's with me? Because you know what the game is. Next week, you know what all the chips is in the middle of the table for next week. And I think they wounded. I think they faking. I think they're a little hurt. See, but you can't fake in this game. You can't pray your way out of this one. You can't buy your way out of this one. You can't wish your way out of this one. Because you still got to come. You still got to get to First Energy Stadium. So let's go ahead and take care of the Jets. And then we'll talk about that team in the black and gold a little later. Let's get this win. As always, it's your boy, G. Bush. Appreciate you. Everybody out there, I want to thank you so much. Thank you in the chat. Thank you for every single super chat. And go Browns. And as always, right here, right back, the same place, same time. Only one doing it like this, right after the game, 1 o'clock. Be right back here, live stream, instant reaction. Get your comments off. Be ready to go. We'll take your comments. We'll talk about the game, instant reaction, right here after the Browns at 1 o'clock. We'll be right ready to go. It's your boy G Bush. As always, peace out. Thank you so much. It's the Barbershop.